Good morning, guys. Well, it's time to see if our window holds. Well, we've got at least 200 acres worth of spray in the tanker. We're going to see how far that gets us this morning. It's not quite as sunny as I'd like. Not quite as warm as I'd like. I think it's I'm not even sure that it's 70 degrees yet. One of the few times of the year I would actually rather it be sunny and about 90 right now, because Liberty works so much better when it's hot and sunny. But we'll deal with what we got. See if we can't take care of some of this water hemp. Aw, man. I'm gonna have to pull the auger cart out first. Yeah, there's no squeezing that by. I'm gonna go ahead and let that set out. Tarp's off. Maybe that'll make it rain. Wait. I'm spraying. I don't want it to rain yet. But we need rain. I'll take my chances. We got crop dusters flying already. Stuff doesn't start very well without the dead man. And somebody didn't top this off when they put it up last time. Wait, I'm the only one that drives it. Got that tank full, let's go get the other one full. Alright, everything's loaded. Now I've just got to make sure I get all of my stuff set up correctly. We're still doing bean post, but all of my chemicals have changed. I'm not spraying anything but AMS, so I can delete this one. I keep that one, delete that one. Delete. So all I'm spraying is water, Liberty, and then AMS to heat it up. Our tank mix rate actually increases from 20 to 25. Save. Got to change my target rate up to the 25 as well. And I should be good. Now, just got to get to the field. Well, guys, just finished my first tank. Still in the same field I was. Granted, this field is a combination of 6 patches, so there's a lot of border, and it's all driving. So, not really sure how much recording I'm going to be able to do, because normally my centers that I'm spraying out is when I can do the most recording, because I don't have to drive. I've got to drive all this. So it's going to be even less fun than I originally thought. Because now I didn't have enough to finish this field, so now I'm trying to track through waterways to where Dad can get to me, just to track all the way back and continue. All the striping?
Well, I noticed it over here, I guess. What do you think this is? I've got a little bit of this.
Do we have some disease coming already?
I don't know. That looks like insect feeding there.
Yeah.
The striping,
Potassium deficiencies?
potassium, probably due to lack of rain, I imagine.
Yeah. Especially if you hold it up to the light, you can really tell. There's a lot of striping in it, which, as Dad said, it's a potassium deficiency mainly due to lack of rain. Because potassium moves with water. No water, no potassium movement. Well, I think we grossly overestimated how far this 200 acres is going to go. Well, unfortunately, I found a field that I'm going to have to spray the whole thing, so means I got time to record a little bit and update you guys on what we're doing after I turn. Alright, so I'm torn because what I'm afraid is going to happen is that I'm tromping these beans, I'm dinging them again with more chemical, because whether it kills the beans or not, the beans still have to metabolize the chemical. Which means a second dose of chemical is just that much more energy that the plant has to spend metabolizing it that won't go towards growing. Doing all this, dinging the beans, and my fear is it's still not going to kill the water hen. If it didn't kill it round one, now they're ticked off, bushing out, more leaves. Why is the second dose going to kill them? But the stinky part of it is that you've got to do something. If I were to do nothing in this field come harvest, it would be an absolute disaster. So you've got to do something. My fear is just what we're doing and what our options are might not change much, but it's our only option. This has been a tough farm for me to figure out what works best. And the beans actually look really good this year, so it's frustrating. Alright guys, just finished the last pull on the tanker. Whew, I tell you what guys, it has been a long 200 acres. Nothing's going wrong, but we have found a few more fields that didn't need sprayed. So now we've started checking every field before we get to it, which triples your time because you're walking it, checking it, then you got to make the whole decision on is it worth spraying. You get up this high in the sprayer and makes it easier to see the top of the corn, and as you can tell from that field, we're starting to see some tassels around here. Alright, got that 20 acres done. I've got 20 acres left in the tank. So, I've got to go border an 80-acre field now. Just hope the border is not more than 20 acres. See, that's what I'm talking about. Dad's out there scouting the field before I even get here, making sure it's worth spraying. So let's go check in with him and see what he thinks. What do you think on this field?
Every now and then you'll find one, two. I haven't seen any
Huge
patches.
So you think just the border on this field?
I think so.
Okay. Alright, so for this field I'm actually going to border it off my left side, which is not the way I usually do it. But if I do run short, I want to make sure I hit this border and then the border along the road. And then when I come back along the corn, if I run short, we don't have a ton of weed pressure over here. So I know I want to make sure I hit these first so that I know I have enough chemical for those. And then if I run short, no big deal. I can already tell from the amount of liquid I have left and how far I am around the field, I'm not going to have enough. But the north end rows, east end rows, south end rows, they will be finished. And where I run out, I run out. That's all, folks. Well, it just so happens that Dad is conveniently waiting on me just down the road. Got just enough time left in the day. We're gonna head north and get you guys an update on our tiling. I think at this point they're running laterals, and it was late enough that the guys had already quit running their laterals, but they hadn't left yet. So talked to them for quite a bit, figuring out they had a pretty good day. This small section here is kind of what they ran, these laterals that you see. They finished running the rest of the sub main off that 10-inch that you guys saw in a previous video. They plowed it over to the house, came up here, and then they actually had to plow across the driveway. All of this square going clear over there into a pasture. Dad's getting some drone footage for you guys. Well, wasn't able to get any video of them actually running the plow, but as you can tell, they got a lot of acres left to do. So I think Jim and the crew is taking next week off. I think some of them are going on vacation and whatnot, but They won't be here next week for us, so it'll be a few videos before we get any future updates on the tiling project. Anyway, that's it from us, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Find that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't, and as always, see you in the next one.